Hi, welcome back, or if you're new here, hello, my name is Jess. I talk about books on the internet, and today we're doing an unhaul. Oh god. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the one that, if you guys watched my most recent video, you knew was coming. Let's start with Bare Bones: The Midnight Soil. I'm not gonna go into this. If you haven't seen my wrap up, I'll list it up here. Trash, absolute trash. This one's gotta go. I can't even look at it right now. Then we're getting rid of an entire series. I bought these on a whim years and years ago, attempted to read the first one and got, let's see, 64 pages in. I'm sorry, Ruby, I'm sure you've written some other books I might like, but I'm getting rid of these. So we have Ice Planet Barbarians. We have Barbarian Alien. Great name descriptors here. Ooh, Barbarian Lover. I know people love these, and I'm sorry, I'm not one of the girlies who enjoyed these. Like I said, I tried to read the first one, was like, what is happening? It's smut, the characters are just awful, like I can't, like the writing is terrible, and like I said, I only read 60 pages of the first one, so maybe they get better. I don't have time to slog through trying to figure out if those are good. This one was on my TBR for, what month did we just get out of? July. Got about 30 pages, no, I got more than that, maybe like 50 pages into it, and was like, what the fuck am I reading? It is Mortal Follies. I've heard some pretty polarizing things about this, like I shouldn't be shocked that I didn't love it, but I'm gonna be selling it. Essentially, we have a narrator. The narrator in this book just does not do it for me. There's just something wrong. Something doesn't click with me on this narrator, just not a book that I will be attempting to finish. This one I've had for forever, to the point where it is literally covered in dust. Can you guys see that? My camera does not want to focus on the dust, but essentially, this book has been sitting on my shelves for quite a while. I did attempt to read it. I will probably need to clean it before I sell it, but this is a thriller novel by Stephen King, kind of over the new King. I tried to read it. I really did. I didn't like the main character in the book. Like, he generally drove me insane. The writing of the character, like the way that he speaks, the way that he thinks, I was like, I fucking hate this man. And there's just something that has changed about Stephen's writing, which one of my bosses at work, who's also an avid reader, said, yeah, he's not on a ton of drugs anymore. He's definitely, you know, kind of a little more lucid when he's writing. And I'm like, you know what? Give me drugged up Stephen, because this ain't it. Then we're gonna read a book. Then I'm donating a book that I've had for quite a while. This is one that I got from Orbit, and I'm sad to see it go, but this is a book that I've had in my car that I tried to read years and years ago, didn't love, to the point where when I sold my last car, this just went in the bag of shit that came out of that car right into my garage. And I have not, for the life of me, even cared that it was gone. And it is Torn by Rowena Miller. This is a fantasy novel. I know it has to do with magic and being able to like embroider spells into things. We have kingdoms, we have war, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. I don't care. If I can have a book stored away and not miss its presence, it's not a book that I need to keep. Like, let's try, okay? Like, if you have a book on your shelves that you've had for years and years and years that you've never read, or that you've tried to read and we're like, I'll read it later. You're not gonna read it, just get rid of it. Then I have quite a few of like romance novels that I got out of like subscription boxes and things. I'm not a subscription box girly anymore, like, but just these, I'm never gonna read these. Not the Girl You Marry. This is one, I think this is something to do with like, I mean, it's a romance novel, right? But I think he's like a journalist, she's like an event planner, and I don't know if they like hate each other. He's like, you know, doing a think piece on her. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. That's the theme of this unhaul. If I don't care, see you later. This one, I believe, is a hate to love, love to hate, then back to love kind of novel. I don't know anyone who's read this. Let me know if you liked it. Oh my god, was this a gift to me? I'm so sorry if you sent this to me. Oh, I feel so bad. But it's You Deserve Each Other. This is a couple who's like engaged to get married, decides to like call off the marriage, and then tries to like work through it, but they hate each other. I don't know if it's like a marriage of convenience. I don't know anything about it, but I can say I don't care, and therefore it needs to go. Then I have All Stirred Up by Brianne Moore. This is a baking romance novel. Oh, look, it's signed. This was definitely from a subscription box. This one is another one that, for me, I know nothing about. Keep seeing it on my shelves, not drawn to it. it needs to go. I know it's a romance novel. Haven't read a single page of this one. I haven't read a single page of these last 3 books, to be completely honest. And then the last book. I have thoughts, okay? This was also on my TBR for July. I did not read it. I did not even pick it up. I am scorned by bad reviews on books. I'm also scorned by friends who love the same books that I do, generally have the same feelings on books that I do. When they tell me they tried to read a book and it was bad, you're doomed. This is why word of mouth is so important. It's imaginary friend. First of all, let's talk about how large this fucking thing is. I am a large book girl. I love a chunky book. A chunky book that is gotta be like 700 pages of pure trash, according to my friends. I don't want it. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not gonna read it. I'm generally upset that I spent money on this. This was a book of the month pick too, so like, yeah. But what I wanna do now, because I have shifted my focus to ways that I can save money, right? I'm trying to become not minimalist. I'd rather die than be a minimalist, but shifting my money from spending on books to investing in the library, shopping local, that kind of thing. And so what I want to do is tally the amount of money I would have saved if I never bought these books. And we're gonna have a very candid chat about that. Where's my phone? All right, so getting into it, let's go through, it was a very quick unhaul, but let's go through and see retail price, because all of these were bought retail, how much I would have saved. What I'm going to do is take out the one that was sent to me, so Torn was sent to me, so I will take that one out. All right, so starting off with Billy Summers. This book apparently was $19 when I bought it. So we have $19.99 right out the gate. I'm sorry, $19 for, this is going to be sold at a consignment shop for like $3. This one I bought on close to release date. This is $24.95, y'all. $24.95. Why? Is this like, do I not know about this author? Like, is she super popular or something? Like, why? Already with 2 books, we are at $44.94. Let that sink in. All right, now we have All Stirred Up. This was in a subscription box, and I can tell you I have nothing saved from this subscription box. I have nothing from any subscription boxes on my shelves anymore. So I know that this was $25, I believe, for the subscription. So we have $25. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I won't even consider the subscription box. I'm just gonna do what the book itself costs. So this is $16.99. So if I were to have bought these just straight out, this one was $16. And Not the Girl You Marry was $16. Woo! All right, and then we have Ice Planet Barbarians, Barbarian Lover, and Barbarian Alien. $16, $16, and $17. Oh, if you're a Barbarian Lover, you're worth that extra 100 cents. Book of the Month subscriptions are typically between $12.99 and $17.99 per month. So I'm gonna go low and say $12.99 for each of these. So we have, do you guys wanna know how much these books would have cost me, or did cost me? $171.88, y'all. $171.88. I am crawling in my skin. Now Linkin Park is stuck on my head. So I'm going to be selling these probably within the next couple of days or over this weekend, and I will put on the screen here how much I got for them, just so we can all kind of laugh at my misfortunes. Is it going to be enough for a full tank of gas? Probably not. But this is your reminder, y'all. Use your library. Use your library. Buy used. I don't know, go to charity shops. Like, you don't need to buy. And here's the thing. I'm sure I got all of these, at least a few of them, right when they released, and I either haven't read them, had no desire to read them. Like, where did my money go? Like, where did my money go, y'all? I'm so sad about it, but we live and we learn. But just remember, there are other ways to get books, and you don't need to stay on the grind, the rat race of having the most recent books, of having the most up-to-date, of having the most beautiful books to talk about on Bookstagram and on YouTube and all of that. You don't need it. You don't need it. You know where these books have sat? Either in my garage or on my shelf where absolutely nobody can see them. What's the point of that? What is the point? But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so, so much. I hope you are having an amazing day wherever that is, whatever you're doing, and I will see you in my next one. Louie, you gonna say bye? You gonna say bye, Mama? You gonna say bye, Mama? Okay. That's where I should be right now, taking a nap.